The content creator Ask Aubrey posted some screenshots for all of us. She said, y'all grab a drink and sit back, for this is a long one, but worth it. This dude's Bumble is wild. Hand jam it. I don't exactly know what that means, hand jam it. So if you know what that means, go ahead and let me know. I really wish they wouldn't have blanked out the face. Y'all know I would have shown the face. But this is where this person gave us a long thread that he wanted us to see. He says in his bio, looking for a long term relationship or a singular friends with benefits. If you're looking for the former, please don't like my profile until you've read the link. Can't copy the link? Hand jam it. Hand jam it in. And yes, it works. P.S. If you've read the link, don't match just to argue, simply move on. So this person's name was Solid Turnip 8103. And please know, I did go over there looking for it. I couldn't find it. Maybe he deleted his page. But he says, swipe right and read this first. If you're reading this, then I assume it's because you followed my link on my dating profile. If so, then you've made the first step in determining whether we're the right fit for each other and if I warrant the swipe. Now, as you're probably aware, online dating can be quite exhausting and a bit overwhelming. So, in an effort to circumnavigate this exhaustion, I've added this link in my bio so I can better filter through the randomness that is online dating and hopefully save myself some time when going through the motions with users who gravitate to my profile. How do I plan on dealing with this exactly? By sharing the ideals, expectations, and values I deem important towards sustaining a long-term relationship. And hopefully by doing so, increase my chances of interacting with like-minded individuals. So let's begin, shall we? This is long, and someone says skip to the screenshot 8 to just get a rundown. Tiny Harmony says, well, he's a virgin with a corn addiction, but who's turned on by women with piercings, but hate that he is. Probably secretly wants a goth girlfriend with a big butt, some spicy piercings and tattoos. He doesn't make much, wants her to split the bills, work full time, and still do the housework and cooking. Also, it's really important you haven't slept with anyone else, so you'll go along with his BDSM corn fantasies without noticing bro is bad in bed. And yeah, he wants to hook up, but just with a traditional girl. Where's my pierced goth virgin mommy who'll split the check, have sex on the first date, then make me milk and cookies without complaining that she didn't get off? Who knows, bro? Who the F knows? Therapy, please. So that's the too long didn't read. Now I'm about to go back and read through this. It is long. Buckle up, buttercups. Body count. Ladies, if you don't believe body count affects relationships, then I doubt you'd possess the qualities I'm looking for in a wife. Studies show that pair bonding becomes more difficult as the number of sexual partners you experience increases, meaning statistically speaking, you'll have a harder time maintaining a relationship compared with someone with less of a history of sexual partners. Pair bonding is important and vital in sustaining a long-lasting relationship, which is why for centuries, virgins were sought after for marriage. Am I looking for a virgin? No. But I'm also not interested in a reformed, promiscuous women. Born again virgins or women who believe hookup culture is perfectly fine and not detrimental towards sustaining future long-term relationships. If you're not comfortable sharing your body count, that should tell you all you need to know. Male friends. Ladies, if you have male friends that 1, have expressed romantic interest in you, 2, you've dated in the past, 3, you've liked romantically or been sexually active with, then I can't take you seriously. If I'm going to commit to a woman, it's not going to be one that's still holding on to past relationships and situationships under the guise of friendship, or one who fraternizes with men who they know aren't beneficial in her pursuit of a relationship. And if you're still friends with your exes, then I suggest you both make up and work out your issues. Traditionalism versus 50-50. I've noticed an increase in modern women seeking out traditional men while not being traditional themselves. So I'd like to take a moment to clarify what a traditional relationship means and how that expectation is contradictory for a lot of modern women. In a traditional relationship, a man's role was to provide for his woman financially, but that role was reserved for traditional women who stayed at home and tended to the children and household, thus not having finances of their own. Those women weren't career driven or working in high earning fields. Most modern day women work a 9 to 5, receive benefits, most likely saving towards a 401k, and are supporting themselves. So, how can these same women expect a man to pay all the bills in the household as if they're traditional women who are incapable of contributing towards the very same bills they're already paying for as single women? Most households have partners that both contribute towards bills. So if you're one of those women who pretends to be traditional while simultaneously possessing higher earning careers, please swipe left. I'm sure there's a simp out there for you. Otherwise, expect to contribute towards the household bills when the time comes. Will it be 50-50? Depends on how much you make. If you make 50% less than me, then I wouldn't expect you to cough up half the money for bills. It'll be proportional to how much you make. The less you make, the less you contribute. The more you make, the more you contribute. However, I'd never make you contribute more than me regardless of how much you make. Submission. For some reason, submission has become a negative talking point out here in the dating market, but I'm not surprised. The feminist movement has told women they're equal to men in all aspects of life and not just from a human rights standpoint. And as a result, you have more women who are masculine mentally, overly competitive, and standoffish when it comes to dealing with members of the opposite sex, with many seeking out relationships without the capability of listening or comfortably following the direction of a man. Why do we need to follow the direction of a man? I don't know. As ideal as egalitarianism sounds on paper, is not the best option for relationships, in my honest opinion. And couples usually end up picking and choosing when egalitarianism comes into play, which isn't true egalitarianism. The truth is, we're not equal, but instead complement each other. Most women want a man who's going to protect them, provide for them, and lead them in their relationship. But in order to lead, one must be willing to follow. And in order to follow, one must be willing to listen to the direction of another. That's where submission becomes important. The willingness to submit to the authority of another is how our society functions. And there's an underlying hierarchy in everything we do, and a relationship is no different. Both partners submit to each other in some form or fashion, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're a woman who's willing to submit to her man, then continue reading. Loyalty. As simple as this concept should be, the creation of social media has uncovered a whole new threshold of what it means to be loyal. Ladies, if most of your social media followers are random men who you've encountered on dating apps, or men who followed your profile because it's open, you've got some cleaning up to do. And if you're not willing to remove those followers from your profile for the benefit of a relationship, then please remove yourself from this page. Your social media footprint is important. If the majority of your posts consist of thirst traps, booty cheek meat, or bikini pics, followed by dozens of messages from horny men in the comment section, I will not take you seriously. Do you want a long-lasting relationship, or do you want the attention and validation you're currently getting from other men? Because loyalty doesn't just mean not having sex with other men. It's a mindset. The mindset of limiting your attention and interactions with members of the opposite sex to prevent any potential issues from arising in your relationship. It has nothing to do with insecurity or lack of trust, but more so mitigation. Of course, you can't control who approaches you in real life, but you definitely can control who has access to your social media profiles. Gender roles. Yes, I believe in gender roles. Do I expect you to do all the cooking and the cleaning? No. But I do expect you to cook and clean more than I do. As a man, it's my job to protect you at all times, regardless of how I feel. It's my job to fix things around the house. It's my job to cut the grass and shovel the snow. It's my job to fix the vehicles. Do I expect you to help out towards those duties? No, that's my job. But if you don't like cooking or keeping the household clean, then I most likely won't consider you for a long-term relationship. Number 7, tattoos and piercings. Ladies, if you have unorthodox tattoos or piercings, then I most likely won't take you seriously. Like, what do I mean by unorthodox? Tongue piercings, nipple piercings, clitoris piercings, lip piercings, medusa, labret, jetstrom, dahlia, snake bites, etc. Cheek piercings, chest piercings or tattoos, back piercings, face tattoos. With that being said, I have no issue with classy tattoos or piercings, as I have both myself. But in my honest opinion, the ones I've listed aren't classy and a turnoff for me. Will I make exceptions? Sure. Just depends. Fitness. Physical fitness is important to me. If it's not important to you and you don't care about your appearance or physical fitness, then I most likely won't take you seriously. You don't have to be a bodybuilder, but hopefully you have some discipline in maintaining a healthy physique. Conclusion. If you're still here, thanks for sticking with me. I've touched most of the potential points of my contention I've experienced over the course of my dating history. I know I may come off as picky, but at the end of the day, I want my next relationship to be my last. So this is my way of ensuring only like-minded individuals like my profile. I'm looking for quality, not quantity, and hopefully the values, viewpoints I presented resonate with you. Whew, now that was a lot. So we have a man that is probably seeking a woman who works, but he expects submission and he expects traditional gender roles and a low body count. Yeah, it sounds like number 8. We could have started with number 8, just like they said in the comments. Because this person, I mean, you can like what you like, but will he get it? I don't know. And he did take the time to pretty much coalesce all of the talking points of the red pill manosphere. Like, that was a very precise presentation of what the red pill manosphere say. I mean, does it make sense? A lot of it is not going to work out, because how are you got a high earning woman who is going to just submit all of a sudden just because she's in a relationship with this particular person? And yes, egalitarianism can work, because not all of us are going to just kowtow to a person simply because we're in a relationship. Anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed the entertainment that was this man's dating profile link. I know that I enjoyed reading it for you. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment,